We've been having some pretty cool mornings. The feel of fall has really been moving in, and the fact that the state fair has started here in Minnesota, it's usually kind of a big telltale sign that summer's on its way out. So the state fair is a pretty big deal here in Minnesota. Just about everyone goes to that thing. Everything's, well, it's all about the not very healthy food. Everything's deep fried on a stick. Just a great opportunity to go out and see some farm related stuff, as well as just have a good time with some friends. We ended up meeting up with Will from the Weekend Homestead and meeting up with 180 degrees from average, and got to spend a little bit of time with them in the process. So we're headed down to the Minnesota State Fair. It's one of the biggest in the country. I think Texas is the only other one that really somewhat competes with it. Kind of a gloomy, overcast day, so I don't know how busy it will be down there.
Gotta unload first.
Nice meeting you. Yeah, I'm Will. Nice to meet you.
With the cooler weather starting to show up a little bit more, we got a lot of chores we got to get done before the winter months move in here. One of the first things, and probably not the most fun and exciting thing, is we actually got to get our third stall in our garage cleaned up. And it's a mess. Well, you're at least getting some of the big blow up pool stuff done. I got to be able to get access to this wood rack right here so I can start filling this in for winter. We got a ton of other random accumulated stuff, a lot of pool things. So we'll get some of this stuff cleaned up real quick. Our very first thing is get rid of some of this junk. We have this old fish tank I'm gonna drag out by the road. Hopefully someone takes it. Living where we do, stuff doesn't quite disappear like it used to. When we lived in Milwaukee, we used to call our alley the Bermuda Triangle. Every time we put something out there, it would disappear like right away. One time we even put a fridge out there, and I'm not joking you, by the time I was walking back to the house, the thing had already been loaded up on a truck and was driving away. I got a lot of this stuff that comes out of the basement. I'm gonna hang on to these, so we'll throw these up in the loft of the barn. think what we're gonna do is over there, we're gonna move the wood rack, and then I got a bunch of shelving that will actually end up going up here on these walls. So a little bit of shuffling around here. Father-in-law works right by a place that was closing down, and they had a bunch of these metal shelvings that came out of a store. Pretty heavy duty stuff. Not all the gear is here. I think there's normally bars that run across. I was originally going to put these into the pole barn, but maybe this makes a little bit more sense to actually get these in place here, that we can start getting things a little bit more nicely organized. Just putting a couple of things on the shelf to get an idea on space, and we're actually going to pull out these bottom ones. They're just here more for support at the moment, but you can see we're going to throw our smokers under there. We're actually going to throw our generator under there. Maybe some other things as well, but want to start figuring out how we're going to space these things out, so that way when we attach these to the wall, we know exactly which holes that we can utilize and not tie those up. We got to kind of jimmy rig these to the wall. One of the problems we have is just the outside ledge down here of cement, how it sticks out. So what I got here is some 2x4s that I mounted up that I'll be able to run some bolts into and secure this really nice up against the wall, but I actually have to run to the store and get some longer bolts. Going down to like the Ace Hardwares or some of those little small mom and pop corner shop hardware stores. They always have really nice bolt bins. It's very easy to find what you're looking for. Grade 8 bolts, grade 5, and it comes in really handy, especially compared to going to some of the big box stores. A lot of times you just can't find what you're looking for, and they seem to have just about every little odd little item there. So I'm liking this. Things are getting back in order here. I like to usually get things tidied up before the winter comes around. It's cold out. You want to be able to find what you're looking for right away and not waste a lot of time. Move the garbage cans right by the door, so that'll be a lot more functional. The wood rack is now ready to start getting filled up. The neighbor actually even stopped over and dropped off some more jars here. These have been sitting around since he was a kid. So we'll have to take a look and see what kind of shape some of these are in, but I think that's pretty neat. We gotta go take this TV down to the recycle center. We got all this oil we gotta go take down to the recycle center. But we're getting things a little bit more organized. Getting some of the car stuff. You can see we got like all the chicken feed stuff over there, the oyster shell, the DE, and the grit all sitting there, so it'll be really quick and easy to be able to access. Liking these shelves, they're pretty heavy duty. I got a lot of other chemicals and that type of stuff in the barn, but maybe we'll try to organize and get some of that stuff together. But I'm really liking this. It feels really good to make some strides here. We got a lot of other projects we have to get really moving on. Seems like as soon as we get into September, cold temps really start showing up quickly. So a lot to get done. What about yourself? Are there any projects you guys are kicking off or hurrying up trying to get ready for winter? Love to hear about them in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.